Welcome back. This is Joe Volpe from Corriere Canadese TV and CorriereCanadese.com, Canada and North America's only Italian language daily newspaper in print form. This segment is about today's commentary, political program or a political vendetta. Now, you know it had to happen. There are just too many municipal councillors with little or nothing to do, just as there are some really good ones. Maria Augimeri, whose involvement has been crucial in several issues championed by the Corriere Canadese, is a councillor that comes to mind. Premier Ford, who has had personal experience with the exasperating dynamics at City Hall, decided in Cromwellian fashion that this condition has been too long for this city. His solution? Introduce efficiencies by cutting the number of councillors from 47 to 25 and to infuse thereby a much more energetic competitiveness in the council chambers. Eliminate the stagnation, the gridlock, the erosion of physical infrastructure. It's a great spin and may produce desired outcomes, but it requires faith, perseverance, and persistence. Now, there's a political agenda, a practical one, unfolding, and Doug Ford is laying down the markers. Municipalities are creatures of the province under our Constitution, so he can do it. Many will argue that chaos and confusion will result because the electoral process is already underway. You know, people have started to raise money and to spend money and so on. Process, procedure, consultation, etc. He acted as did Alexander when confronted with the perplexing Gordian knot problem 2,300 years ago. The timing, however, has elicited the predictable reactions. This action on the part of Doug Ford, like others before it in his first month in office, are more likely designed to show who's in charge in this yard, Ontario. So watch out. Is your name Trudeau? Well, you owe us $200 million for your pet refugee program. You want a carbon tax? Forget it without Ontario's prior permission. By the way, it's not coming. Want to build a pipeline? Ask Ontario first. And by the way, what's in it for us? Is your name John Tory? Did you not say that your primary role as mayor is to advocate for Toronto by lobbying the federal and provincial governments for increased funding? It's a never-ending story. You had better check with the boss up the street. The premier is in charge of the purse strings, and he lives here. Toronto City Councillors, remember how you were so high and mighty when you suspended then-Mayor Rob Ford? Forget about considering your wards as personal fiefdom. Crimea River. No, I don't think that Doug Ford, now Premier, is out to settle scores. Even if it is tempting to infer that he canceled the chairmanship elections for the regions of Peel and Vaughan and other places, just to deep six two of his political rivals, former PC leader Patrick Brown and former Liberal cabinet minister Stephen Del Duca. There's no guarantee they would have won their races anyway. It's much more probable that he is looking at the last stronghold of Liberal support in the GTA and wondering why not rid himself and the federal CPCs of this potential nuisance. At the same time, why not limit the infrastructure of the NDP caucus at City Hall? The first few weeks of the Ford government have been a news gatherer's paradise. Like him or not, everybody is talking about Doug Ford. Signing off for Corriere Canadese, this is Joe Volpe, publisher, inviting you to join our supporters and our sponsors in making this segment of the program available to all those who view us and who read us. Please follow us on all social media and in the CorriereCanadese.ca. Thank you very much.